We're supposed to have 21 altogether, am I right? Right. Yeah, okay, for today, we are going to cover development of the brain. I'll try my very best to deliver this topic because I'm not very well, to be honest. Actually, I've been go through 4 swab tests last Wednesday, so I haven't got the result yet. Hopefully, I'm not negative. I mean, I'm not positive for COVID, so hopefully, but I do have the symptom. Pray for me. Hopefully, everything's fine. I suppose I will get the result by tomorrow. Right. So, yeah, for today's topic, it's quite straightforward topic, to be honest, because it's involved the fact of development of the brain. So I believe that we touched on this topic. I mean, previously not here. I believe in during your SPM also, or matriculation, or even during your degree. Perhaps I think you covered this. Maybe not in detail, but at least you got some idea how this development of the brain of the or the formation of the brain happen in the woman womb or the mother, right? Okay, can you guys see the slide?
Yes, doctor.
Can, doctor.
Right. So the formation of the brain started when the sperm fertilized the ovum. So and it will develop about like in 2-3 days or 4 days. It goes and implant into the endometrium wall, and it get all the nutrient from the endometrium in order for this embryoblast and this zygote to develop into embryos. And if you can see from the photos here, B to E approximately about day 4 until day 13. So you can see the development is quite fast, and you can see the formation from the blast here, and it will form hyperblast, and later in day 13 it will form like rounded hyperblast. And you can see here the US here is umbilical stalk, where it got all the nutrient from the mother. So it's very important to make the mother ready for the pregnancy, during the pregnancy. So therefore you need all the nutrient, for example the vitamin, the acid, folic acid and whatnot, in order to for the baby to form normally. Otherwise you're going to get the abnormal formation or malformation of the embryo. Right. So in day 15 to 16, you can see the formation of these 3 germs layers. It consists of endoderms, mesoderms, and ecto, and the last one is endoderms. So the ectoderms will later generate or form the skin and nervous tissue. And for the mesoderm, we from the muscle, blood, and connective tissue of the body and placenta. And for the endoderms, it's eventually it's what happened or what organ in the embryo, for example, epithelial lining, gland, gut, lungs, and whatnot. So actually, the formation of the brain or CNS is we should consider will start by developing of neural plate in day 16. So this neural plate will form will bend and form the neural tube. Will later on will form the formation of spinal cord and also the brain. And neural crest is normally for the periphery nerve. Okay, so the process we called it as a neurulation, the folding of the neural plate. So it's not happened by itself, but it's been triggered by the or got information from other part. For example, this neural group will form the what is it the sorry the plate will form the neural groove because it's got the what we call it be triggered or information from the motor cord to form the groove, and this laminar cell will adopt triangular morphology, if you can see here, and will further fold to become round, or we call it as a neural tube. And the neural crest here is not stay there. It will form layer of neural crest from both sides. Okay, what you see here is the cross section of the neural plate or neural tube. So if you can see from the ventral side, so you can see here. So it's actually a plate without any fold. So it will start in the middle. We called it here. Here in the middle, and it will go up to the go up forward. Sorry, and it's like a zip. It go up, and in day 25 to 28, you can see the closure of the anterior neural port. The neural port here is the opening of the neural tube. Anterior up and posterior is down. So the malfunction of formation of this neural plate will cause an encephaly and bipedal. So I believe you know about this these two malfunctions. I'm not going to elaborate more on that. Right. Are you guys follow up here? Up to this slide? Any response?
Yes, doctor.
Good. Okay, it's kind of straightforward. If you want to write like process, so that's the point that you should include the formation of the groove, the neural crest, neural plate, and the most important thing is also the time frame. So at what day they form, because it's quite fast. So it's quite kind of specific on what specific formation that occur on that day. Right. So up to 30 days, so you can see this kind of formation. So we call it as here at the anterior, we call it as a OTX2, and in the middle we call it as a GBX2, and neural plate furthermore at the posterior. So this formation, like I said earlier, got expression or a trigger from the notochord to further form the spinal cord and also the brain. Okay, so you can see here later on it will form the encephalon, mesencephalon, and telencephalon, which is this is the stage that you guys are supposed to know and remember. Development of the brain. So you got 3 part and then 5 part. What is the what is mean by 3 part is actually from the neural tube. Okay, it will form prosencephalon, mesencephalon, and rhombencephalon, and spinal cord. We skip the spinal cord. So the 5 part has come from the formation of telencephalon, diencephalon, and metacephalon, melencephalon. Okay, so mesencephalon is still mesencephalon until the end of the formation of the final brain. Right, so the process that we call here is encephalization. Okay, so each of these encephalon will further form of the final stage of the brain. Say, for example, this telencephalon will form hyocortex, corpus striatum, neocortex. The encephalon will form epithalamus, thalamus, hypothalamus, endodibulum, and so on and so on. Right. So this is kind of repetition of what I delivered just now. So 3 part: prosencephalon, mesencephalon, and rhombencephalon. So this is prosencephalon at the interior. Okay, so this what become our brain. So normally this mesencephalon will become larger. So that's what make our brain bend. So it's not like an animal or organism in this world. So they have like straight or what we call it just straight line of this kind of formation, the neural plate. So that's why our brain will bend and will go up, will not go straight like this one. Right. So if you can see here, um, at the dorsal part, this side, you can see the cranial and spinal sensory ganglia. That's why all the spinal or the sensory is at the our front body, so it's not at the back. So the our back control more to our motor. So that's why you have to be very careful if you fall or anything happen at your back, because you will will it will affect your movement. When an or accident happen at front, it's only involve your sensory. Okay, so this mesencephalon is still mesencephalon, and this prosencephalon will become telencephalon and diencephalon. Okay, and this neural crest that I told you earlier will form the cranial nerve. So you can have all these 12 cranial nerve on your face from your neural crest. So that's why it's very important to have a complete formation of neural tube and neural crest. Okay, so from the melencephalon, you can see here it involves two important part, I would say. So ala plate and also basal plate, where ala plate will develop into sensory, and the basal plate will form three motor track. So if you can see here, so I guess you can read on your own on this. So I'm not going to further explain on that. Okay. So next is the formation of the development of the metencephalon. Also involve ala and basal plate, where ala plate will form four sensory tract. Okay, and basal plate will form three motor tract. Okay, so from here, the metasencephalon is also involved in the development of the cerebellum. It starts from the rhombic lips up here. Okay, so it will form this kind of formation where at the rhombic lip, it will produce or generate the Purkinje cell. Okay, remember that Purkinje cell only can be found in cerebellum. Okay, so this Purkinje cell will migrate into the section down here to become this kind of formation. So that's why you can see our Purkinje cell or cerebellum with full of Purkinje cell have this kind of formation. It folded. Okay. Again, it's for the mesencephalon, it's also involve ala plate and basal plate. Okay, so what important or significant for mesencephalon, because it's involved the formation of auditory and visual, where it's come from inferior and superior colliculus. Okay, I know it's quite hard to imagine how this formation formed, so I suggest you to go to YouTube. There's a lot of videos there that shows you how the formation of the brain. Otherwise, you cannot imagine how this is formed. Okay, because it's involved other specific part where I'm not going to explain on that because it will make you confused. This the what I would say the most important part that you should know and involve during the formation. So to get a clearer picture how the formation of the brain, I would suggest you to go to the YouTube, and there's a lot of videos there. So because this is specific and what we call the effects, okay, so it's not evolved. Um, it's just the same process from long time ago. So will not what will change only the malfunction where you can find into in some diseases. So the malfunction of the development will cause the diseases or malfunction of um, the the embryos and babies. Okay, this one is for diencephalon. It will form the most of the inner part of the brain, say pineal gland, the smallest gland in the body. So it control your sleep-wake cycle and secret of melatonin. And epithalamus, thalamus, hypothalamus. The function we have covered last time. So I hope you still remember that. Okay, so from there, if you can see up here, so this the cerebral hemisphere is quite big. So this what give what contribute for the formation of the cerebral cortex, and the cerebral cortex, of course, is the largest part of the brain, and it will involve the histogenesis of the cerebral cortex, where it got like 6 layers. So if you can see from these photos, it shows you the formation of the cerebral cortex layer, where from the neuroepithelium it will form 3 zones, named the ventricle zone, the intermediate zone, and the preplate. Okay, so this zone will further develop into the 6th layer of the cerebral cortex, where we called it the migration of ventricular zone into the cortical plate, or vertical zone. So this is also the formation, or the process that you should remember. So from from one zone into 6 zones. Okay, so since our brain have the cranial vault, so it will cannot further develop. So therefore, it will create this kind of formation. We call it as Saki and Kyrie, or we call also, in layman word, groove and convolutions. Okay, that's why you can see your brain is folded. Okay, so this development is also important in order to get a normal brain, because the formation, this Salchi and Gyri formation, is also important in order for neuron to transfer the information from one region to another. Right. So yeah, so this is the development of the brain, in weeks during the pregnancy. So if you can see, it is not that bend at early stage, but further to the postnatal, it will bend at the end and form a lot of gyri and sulci. And right. So this development will further develop up until 2 months old, postnatal, where at that stage the 2 months old brain is also resemble what adult brain already. Okay, so but what makes it become larger and develop become thicker is because of the development of, or the growth of, the glial cells. So this glial cell is very important in order to bring all the support system to the neuron, to transfer the information, and to do all the neuron function. So what make the brain volume different is the glial cell itself. So maybe your brain weight is different from your friend's brain, but the neuron, the amount of neuron you got is more or less the same. Okay, what did you different is the glial cell. So it's also depend on your nutrition. So if you eat healthy, and when you're a baby, your mom give the all the nutrient needed for the brain development, so that's will make your brain even better. All right, so I guess I covered all for the brain development. Is there any question for this?
Hi, doctor. Here's my
Yeah.
question. There is always an argument outside when we hear from random people saying that the heart forms first in a baby before the brain and all that. So can you kind of clarify that?
You mean before the formation of the baby, before the neural plate? Is that what you mean? Or during the
Yeah.
pregnancy?
During the pregnancy, some claim that the first organ that actually develops in a fetus is like the brain. Some says is the heart. So which one actually like?
Right. Okay. It's actually happened because in this session we only focus on the brain development. So actually, it's happened in uh, it's occur at more or less at the same time. Um, brain, the development of brain is quite take a lot of time until it's become the final brain. You know what I mean? But the formation is start quite early. While for the formation of the heart, um, it's happened here. Let me see. Let me show you this. Yeah, here during the formation of uh, the formation of uh, prosencephalon developed to telencephalon and diencephalon. So during that time, the formation of the organ, or we call it the gut area, lung, heart, and all, will form during that time. Okay, but for the brain, it start earlier. So okay, these three okay, the formation of the neural plate itself is the neuron formation already. So we cannot argue which happened first, but if it's depend on what time frame you are looking at. But this happened, I think, about like 30 to 32 days.
Okay, doctor. Thank you so much for clearing.
Okay. Any more question? Right. I guess I'm going to finish early today. I don't want to give you like very detailed explanation because it's make you confused, to be honest. Even for me, it's hard to me to explain the formation. It involved the what we call it, the protein trigger the formation itself as well. So I don't want you to get confused with that. So I just want you to just focus the main important part that involve for the brain. So most of the part all have this Allah and vessel plate with further which Allah will go for sensory and vessel will go for motor. So you should put that in your mind. And right, um, again, please go and search for the information in the video in the YouTube, so you can have a clear picture how it's formed. Um, any more question on this? Right. So otherwise, I'm going to go straight to the written and presentation assignment. I believe you are like at the end of your academic week, but this is the requirement that you have to do. I mean, at least for my part. So it will give you 10% of your final result on this assignment. So I believe that you already have 7 group already. So I want each of the group choose one of this topic and write a mini review. Not too long. I just want to like 3 to 5 pages of mini review about this topic. Maybe you can write about at what stage this actually this is all the malfunction or malformation of the brain. So I want you to write about at what stage this malformation occur, what trigger the malformation, and is there any like medication or preparation for the mother or maybe the treatment for the baby when they are being delivered. And is that okay if I want you guys to present it during the tutorial class? I think in 2 weeks' time. Am I right? We have another session for tutorial. Hello, who's speaking?
Okay, Doctor.
Yeah, okay. So the presentation you can give, you have 3%, right? Per group. So split between you guys what you want to present, and the presentation, just make it like short and precise. Maybe about the longest 10 minutes. So try to make it like as short as possible. So as long as your friend understands, so that is fine. So for the written assignment, I can give you longer time for you to prepare on that. So then you can give a very good uh, let's say written report or review for me. So please, how many weeks you want for the written assignment to be sent to me? Anyone?
Doctor, we are submitting the written assignment is in a group as well, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay. Maybe before the exam.
Yeah, sure. As long as I don't want to give you a deadline. Otherwise, because I believe that you guys already have what is it, deadline for other um assignment as well. So I don't want to put much pressure on you. So in 1 month time, is it okay? Before February or early February?
Can, Doctor?
Okay, so I let you guys decide which date you want to send, but I prefer early February because on the 2nd February, when you guys going to start your final exam? 2nd February, am I right? Or earlier than that?
Yep, second February, yeah.
Right. Okay. So yeah, I think the first week of February will be fine. So we give you longer time to prepare and do not feel so stressed on this because it's kind of straightforward. I just want you to make it like in very proper way of written. So yeah. So I let you guys to choose among you guys the topic. So I'm going to put this maybe tomorrow in the e-learn with all the all the instructions. So yeah, someone suggests here end of January. So okay, I just leave it to you guys. You can send me as soon as possible. If you want to send me, in 2 weeks time is okay, or during your presentation is fine. Or if you want longer time, up to maybe first week of February, also fine for me. So you can do it in your own convenience. Okay, so are you guys clear with that?
Yes, Doctor.
Okay,
Yes,
good.
Doctor.
Is there anyone's not here today? 23. So we have 22. I thought 21 altogether.
22, Doctor.
22. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we're going to end our session soon. So is it okay if I want you guys to on your video so then I can snap photos of our group maybe for the last time before the presentation? Yeah, just on your video for a minute, maybe, so then I just want to snap photos. Right, who else? Are you? Nice background, Edward. It suddenly go off. I'm not sure what happened. I suppose I have to mute for a while. Bear with me, yeah. Okay, smile. One more time. Okay, thank you so much. So if you do have any question regarding to this topic, please you can text me anytime or email me. Okay. Right. Okay. I see you guys next time. Bye. Stay
Bye,
safe,
doctor.
guys. Pray for me.
Thank you. Take care. Get well soon.
Bye. Thank you.
Take care.
Thank you.
It was a doctor. Thank you.
Thank you, Salini.